Now even the craziest Minecraft mods can be generated without any coding knowledge. Want a new realistic grizzly bear? No problem. Or maybe a device that freezes arrows in midair just by looking at them. Just go to creativemode.net, type in your idea, choose Bedrock or Java, and within a couple of minutes you will already be playing it. The AI will generate the code, the textures, and even balanced crafting recipes. Now you can generate new mobs, brand new items like powerful weapons, and even functional blocks such as this cannon. And very soon you will even be able to generate entire structures and biomes. And if you don't feel like creating, just download mods from other players.
So how are Bedrock add-ons really better than Java mods? If you're after cinematic effects, Bedrock makes it much simpler. Just one add-on in a resource pack and you're all set. Take action and stuff, for example. It adds awesome animations without any hassle. To get something like that on Java, you'd need a dozen mods, tons of setup, and even then it might not work. When it comes to installing mods, mobile players and Bedrock fans have a clear advantage. No Forge, no Fabric, no digging through folders. Just one click and the add-on is in the game. On Java, you'll easily spend half an hour setting up dependencies, picking the right version, and praying it actually runs. Stability can be tricky on both sides, but when it comes to compatibility, Bedrock takes the win. Most add-ons run smoothly together, no matter if you're on PC or mobile. In Java, every mod feels like a gamble. One wrong combo and the game crashes. And when a new Minecraft version comes out, most Java mods break instantly. Meanwhile, a Bedrock add-on made during the DizHour era still works perfectly, even on the latest preview build. Of course, some Bedrock add-ons are paid, and not all of them are great. However, the marketplace helps good projects grow and lets creators earn money. But you can also find tons of free add-ons on community websites. Subscribe because maybe we'll never meet again.
This creaking can live without a heart, so it is immortal, and it does not die in the sunlight, and it becomes a perfect way to troll your friend. And this is not a creature summoned with commands or spawn eggs, cause those die in a single hit. Normally, the creaking is tied to its heart, and if it moves more than 32 blocks away, it crumbles into dust. It also cannot survive the sun. Every morning it dies and then respawns again at night. Logic is simple. Creaking controls its own movement, but constantly checks whether its heart is still present, and if it disappears, the creature dies. So the heart provides information about the time of day and the distance to the block. So the question arises, what happens if you remove the heart? Under normal circumstances, the creaking notices immediately and dies. But if the block is not destroyed and instead is unloaded from the world memory, those checks stop working. The creaking believes its heart is still there and keeps living and becomes immortal. In creative mode, this is easy to test with teleportation. In survival, you need a nether portal and a simple flying machine. Place the heart and the creature in different chunks and then move the heart outside the loaded area. This way, the creaking stays active while loses its link to the heart. And for extra safety, you can apply a name tag so prevent despawn. And you might not see me again, so make sure to subscribe. This trap can kill any player in creative mode, so you control even a server admin. A creative player can only be killed in two ways, either with a command or by throwing them into the void. And that's exactly what this trap is designed to do. I first saw a design like this from Judlo, but I reworked it to make everything automatic. In my version, the admin only needs to step on a marked block and open this suspicious shulker box to check for banned items. Just a second of distraction is enough to destroy even the most experienced player, cause he won't have time to fly before the void starts draining his health. When the shulker box is open, it sends a quick redstone pulse. That signal makes a sticky piston pull the block from under the player, while potions of wind charge and instant damage fire in perfect timing. Then this signal reaches a fence gate, opening a corridor straight into the void. The trap uses the wind charge from 24 chicken deaths to launch the player at incredible speed. You could try other mobs like allays, but chickens are the best choice because they're super easy to spawn just by breaking eggs, and they can be killed instantly with a splash potion of instant damage too. And of course, break a single bedrock block. There are many ways to do that even in the latest version. And who knows, maybe we'll never meet again, so don't forget to subscribe.
This is the most compact honey and honeycomb farm ever. It fits in just a 1x2 block area and keeps the bees close to the hive so they don't fly away. This is for those of you who are tired of bees always flying off and getting lost. But how's it done? First place a dirt block with grass, then put a hopper next to it and put a short flower on top of the dirt. Now place the beehive facing the flower. To keep the bees from flying off, cover the flower on all sides with trapdoors. If you want to watch the bees do their thing, you can use trapdoors with holes. Then place a dispenser above the beehive and put shears or bottles in it. Use shears if you need honeycombs or bottles if you want to farm honey. If you only need one, just put the right item in. On top of the dispenser, set up the classic flicker with 2 observers facing each other. Now put 3 to 4 bees in a cage and they won't get lost. With this compact setup, the bees fly back and forth from the flower to the hive super fast and collect nectar more often. And if one hopper is not enough for you, of course you can connect a chest. Can you make a bunch of these farms? Yes. If you want to expand your production, just make a row of these farms and you'll never have bee problems again. I threw a diamond into the water, lightning struck, and a portal appeared. I jumped in and found myself in a strange dimension called Twilight Forest. I hunted down a raven for its feather and found torchberries under the forest roots. With some glowstone I already had, I crafted a magic map that showed all the biomes and boss locations. The first structure I found was a stone courtyard where a massive serpent lived. It rushed at me with wild speed, but I easily chopped it to pieces. This place full of ancient dungeons and each guarded by a powerful boss. The deeper I went, the stronger they became. And I couldn't go any farther until I defeated the one before it. There's a flying lich in a ruined tower, a mushroom minotaur deep in a swamp maze, a hydra with fireballs and endless heads, an armored ghost, screaming ghast, snow beast, a frozen queen, and trolls hiding underground. That's where I took their magic beans, planted one on giant soil, and watched as it grew into a towering beanstalk. I climbed into the sky and found massive cloud islands guarded by giants, all of them wearing my skin. And beyond them all, sealed by a wall of thorns, stood the final castle. But the castle was empty. This is Twilight Forest, one of Minecraft's oldest and most legendary mods, and even after 13 years, it's still not finished. If you place obsidian and set a crystal on top, and then hide behind a single block, you can instantly kill your opponent while taking no damage at all. This happens because explosion damage does not spread evenly in a sphere, and players can avoid all damage just by covering their legs. Even a player wearing fully enchanted netherite armor can die from a single blast, and that is considered normal. This makes traditional weapons completely useless because swords, axes, bows, and even tridents do not matter when the enemy is using explosive traps. You try to fight back, but you are already dead before your weapon even hits. And this is not just about damage because it breaks the idea of a fair duel. But the problems do not stop there. Even if you manage to land a deadly hit, you still might not win, because auto scripts can instantly move a new totem into the offhand as soon as the previous one activates. Because of this, death in combat does not really exist. You are not winning a fight, but you are waiting for the other player to run out of resources. The combat system in Minecraft is totally broken. So it needs to be fixed. Explosion damage should spread evenly in all directions, and there should be a cooldown after using a totem because players should not be able to survive endlessly. And automatic item swapping must also be banned because combat is about skill, not scripts. Piercing lets each arrow tear through more mobs with every level. Riptide level 100 on this trident shoots me up thousands of blocks. Meanwhile, loyalty boosted to the max brings it back instantly. In survival Minecraft, you can't enchant items to such high levels, but you can give yourself an over-enchanted item using a command. And the crossbow with quick charge fires like a machine gun. Multi-shot level 200 sends arrows and fireworks in every direction. The bow unleashes a massive swarm, and with luck of the sea 255, that fishing rod pulls up everything but fish.
Installing mods in Minecraft Java has always been a pain. One mod works only with Fabric, another works only with Forge. Even when everything seems correct, mods can still conflict with each other. Of course, popular mod websites know this problem well and offer their own launchers. They automatically install mod packs with dozens of mods and dependencies, and it works great for single player. But what if I want to play mod packs with friends or subscribers? That's where a whole new level of pain begins. You need to set up a server, match the exact version of everything, and handle all the extra hassle yourself. But Thundernode offers a solution. You can start a server and install mods in just one click, so everything installs automatically and gets you ready to play. And if something goes wrong, real human support is there to help. Now, villagers remembered everything you did and stopped trusting you. If you steal items from chests, vandalize buildings, or attack villagers, your reputation will drop. And even sleeping in someone else's bed is considered a crime. If you point an emerald at a villager, you'll see their status, from friendly to neutral, or even hostile. This determines how villagers and iron golems will react to you. However, if you steal in secret, outside their line of sight, or while using an invisibility potion, your reputation won't change. A low reputation makes trades more expensive, and if it gets really bad, villagers might refuse to trade with you at all. But if your reputation drops into the red zone, the iron golem will see you as an enemy and attack right away, even if you haven't done anything. On top of that, villagers start avoiding you, and interacting with the village becomes almost impossible. But what can you do next? Each village has its own reputation system, so new villagers might still trust you, just because they don't know that you burned the last one to the ground. But if you want to restore your reputation, you'll need to protect villagers from raids, defeat hostile mobs nearby, and trade with them. The more you help, the faster you'll earn back their trust. The name of the mod on the screen, and you might not see me again, so make sure to subscribe.
There's a rare situation when an iron golem might attack villagers. After a raid is successfully defended and villagers celebrate their victory, they sometimes set off fireworks. But if a firework hits a block and damages the golem nearby, it will start attacking the villager who launched that firework. And here's another interesting fact about squids. By watching the movement of their tentacles, you can tell how much time they have left before they start suffocating. When a squid appears on land, his tentacles move quickly, but over time they slow down and squid starts taking damage. Unfortunately, this only works in bedrock. Have you ever tried breeding a horse with a donkey? If not, you're missing out on one of the most underrated mobs in Minecraft. The donkey is great because it can carry your loot, but let's be real, it's way too slow. But if you breed it with a horse, you'll get a mob that doesn't even spawn naturally, the mule. It has the same storage as a donkey, but runs way faster.
What's better in Minecraft, the bow or the crossbow? At first, the crossbow might seem stronger. It has piercing, multi-shot, and can shoot fireworks. But in real combat, the bow wins almost every time. The bow charges faster, fires more quickly, and uses fewer resources. It can be enchanted with infinity, so one arrow is all you need for the entire fight. That makes a huge difference in long battles. The crossbow needs to be reloaded after every shot, and it can't use infinity, so you have to carry an entire stack of arrows or fireworks just to stay ready. And multi-shot sounds powerful, but only one arrow actually damages a single target. This makes the crossbow inefficient, especially when resources matter. Firework rockets can deal heavy damage when used at close range, but they're so hard to aim, expensive to craft, and missing a shot wastes everything. That's why most players avoid using them in serious combat. One of the most broken tactics is when players abuse tipped arrows. Some use instant damage arrows and spam them at close range like a machine gun. Even weak shots always apply the potion effect, so there's no need to fully draw the bow. If you trap your opponent in a corner, you can kill them in seconds using this one tactic. You might not see me again, so make sure to subscribe. Minecraft just added a Steve mob. It's called the Mannequin, and you can summon it only with the command. And this feature is part of Snapshot 25W36A. Mannequins act like player avatars, even without a connected player. They can hold items, wear armor, take damage, and receive attributes and effects. Hostile mobs ignore it, except for Zoglin. So yeah, it's basically just an armor stand wearing a Steve skin. For most players, it might seem useless, but you can experiment by giving it different attributes and try turning it into something completely new.
Steve has become a true Minecraft icon over the years, but even he didn't stay the same. In the early versions, he actually had a little beard, but later on they removed it, and Steve stayed clean-shaven for years. Then in 2022, Mojang brought the beard back like nothing ever happened. Funny thing is, I legit always thought that was a smile. If you make it to the end and teleport to around 370,000 coordinates, you'll notice the islands just stop generating. But nah, that's not the end of the world. It's just that for about 15,000 blocks, there's nothing. From the outside, it looks wild, like some kind of glitch. Every 15,000 blocks, there's a ring with 0 islands. If you hop into Minecraft settings, go to controls, and turn on the operator tab, you're gonna unlock this secret item page. It's got command blocks and invisible barrier blocks, structure blocks, and even the debug stick. Every light level's its own block too. The coolest part is 4 paintings that never made it into the game. Before emeralds showed up in Minecraft, there was actually a ruby. It worked pretty much the same, used for trading and all that. But one of the devs, Dinnerbone, is colorblind and couldn't really tell red shades apart, so he swapped its texture to green. The Minecraft recipe book has a secret. If you type in the search bar !there, your game goes full pirate mode. Kinda crazy, right? You'll gotta dig into the settings to switch it back though. This is a unique Minecraft cape with snowman, and only one person in the world has it. The way it came to be is so wild, it sounds like a tall tale. It all started in 2011 when a mysterious splash text appeared on Minecraft's loading screen. Bring me Ray Cokes. But who is Ray Cokes? He's a British TV host who was famous for his show on MTV. But here's where it gets crazy. Among Minecraft players, there was one guy who actually knew Ray personally. His name, Julian Clark. And even wilder, Ray Cokes was his godfather. When Julian Clark saw this strange message in the game, he decided to have some fun. He took a photo with Ray, posing with an object we can't exactly name here, and posted it on Reddit with the caption, "Notch, I've captured Ray. How do I get him to you?" Minecraft fans went wild, and when Notch saw the post, he couldn't stop laughing. He said Ray's show had shaped his humor and asked Julian Clark to pass along his appreciation and let Ray go. But that wasn't the end of it. Julian Clark jokingly demanded a ransom, 1 million diamonds and a custom cape. And what did Notch do? He gave him a cape. But here's the weird part. The cape had a snowman on it. Why a snowman? Julian Clark asked Notch the same thing. The answer, snowman has a double meaning. Now take another look at Ray's last name. It sounds suspiciously like a certain word related to snow. Notch loved the wordplay so much that he made it official.
Now you can become a real pirate in Minecraft. You'll have your own island and even a ship to sail across the ocean, discover new lands, and fight wild creatures. Each island is a living world filled with other pirates, occasional traders, and dangerous bosses you'll have to face. At first, you'll only get this shameful little barrel of a boat, so hurry up and upgrade your ship to something more respectable. Don't forget to expand your base and turn your island into a true pirate hideout. Some islands hide treasures, others hold legendary fruits. And of course, don't forget about the devil fruits. They'll definitely help you in battle. They give you incredible powers. You can control fire, water, or unlock dozens of unique abilities. Yeah, One Piece fans are definitely going to love this. And the best part, you don't need to install any extra mods. Just connect using this IP on the screen and everything loads automatically. This mod turns Minecraft into a full building editor similar to Blender. First tool selects any shape with a single click. I click on a cliff and it understands the natural shape by itself. Not a box and not a weird polygon, but the actual outline of the terrain. It is great when you need to cut part of a mountain or move an entire structure. Next are Boolean operations. This feels like real modeling. You can combine shapes, cut one shape out of another, or keep only the part where they overlap. Mesh generation helps when you want to build something unusual. You place points, connect them with lines, and mod turns them into a shape which you can convert into blocks later. Instancing is useful when you do not need one tree but 1,000. You select a tree, choose an area, and mod fills it with many copies. Each one has a different height, tilt, and density. A whole forest appears in seconds.